Good morning from all of us here at Hubbard's Marina. We are through the storm. Luckily, very blessed again in Tampa Bay area. Very minimal effects from Hurricane Michael. It did make landfall as one of the most strongest hurricanes to ever hit North America. I think it was the third strongest, if I remember correctly. Its central pressure was like 918 millibars before it made landfall in 1 mile an hour below a Cat 5. So that thing was a serious storm. Really did a lot of damage. And the Pensacola to Mexico Beach area, definitely thinking about those guys and gals up there in the panhandle of Florida. Here inside John's Pass, it's looking a little gray this morning, but it should be an overall clear day. As far as the rain goes, we were expecting a lot more rain from this storm, and we were really blessed not to get much rain. So luckily, thanks to the lack of rain, hopefully that'll help any exasperating red tide issues. A lot of rain causes a lot of runoff, and a lot of runoff causes more nutrients in the water that tends to feed that red tide. So hopefully the lack of rain is a positive thing. We did need the rain, but hey, we haven't had it, and it definitely is something that was forecasted. We were supposed to get rain really starting Tuesday afternoon all the way through today, but really aren't seeing the rain. So I don't think we're going to see much rain again today. Got a lot of seabirds inside John's Pass. Definitely looking like everything's waking back up behind this event. As far as the red tide goes, the storm definitely mixed things up. It definitely stirred things up. We had some dead fish hanging off the coast, and that west wind and south wind really pushed more dead fish into our area than we had seen the last 2 weeks. Really, the last week and a half, we've been completely dead fish free. Well, during the storm, during the roughest part of it, water was over our dock around midnight. Not last night, the night before. We had water over the dock, and we actually had dead fish on the dock after the water receded. But luckily, that dead fish has since left. I don't see any out here at all this morning. So John's Pass doesn't have the dead fish smell. Got a little bit of the red tide smell. You can smell that rust going on, but hopefully that stuff will get out of the area. We have a definitely a cooling trend. It's a northwest wind today, and then north wind tomorrow. That'll bring cooler temperatures. It's going to be in the high 60s tomorrow night, so that'll help hopefully kill off some of this red tide stuff. And then all the way through till next week, around Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday, that north wind starts again. Supposed to get another little front next week around again Tuesday night into Wednesday into Thursday even. So that should hopefully help kill off the red tide, but we shall see. Time will tell. But for now, in the short term, definitely stirred up a little bit of the dead fish and a little bit of the red tide. Breathing irritation was, we definitely noticed it yesterday. Today, it's much improved. I don't have the tickle in my throat like I did yesterday. So hopefully that continues, and hopefully this cool weather and overcast condition. Red tide doesn't like these clouds. Cloud cover really helps kill it off. It's a plant. It needs sunlight. It needs warm water. So cooling temperatures, cloud cover, that's all good things to help us combat this red tide. Besides all that, guys, I'm extremely tired. This has been a long run. We were up all night Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. I was on the boat with Will and Jason and Mike Lee, and we had Rich Golis over at my dad's house watching the charter boats. So there was 5 of us up all night watching the boats through the worst of the storm. Definitely wasn't as crazy as Irma was for our area, but it was very significant in our area. Tide water over the dock, almost 18 inches above our dock. Something I've never seen before, something my dad's never seen before. It was definitely some pretty high surge water and surge conditions. But this storm was definitely a lot worse than Irma for those people up in the Panhandle. I mean, I'm getting chills talking about it. Some of those photos that are surfacing on social media are just out of this world. The damage that has been done in the Mexico City area, the Pensacola area. Definitely sending a lot of thoughts and prayers up to those people. It's, man, I can't even talk about it. It's definitely very chilling what happened. So keep those guys in your thoughts and prayers, and hopefully everybody's okay up there. I know this weekend, transitioning here, so definitely moving on from that subject. I apologize. But this weekend, we have a Tampa Bay Fishing Club meet and greet on Saturday in Pinellas Park. If you want to come join us at the England Brothers Park in Pinellas Park with Tampa Bay Fishing Club, we're going to be giving away $3,000 in Hubbard's Marina trips, all the benefit of Veterans Charity. So come out and join us this weekend, Saturday at England Brothers Park. Also, don't forget our Sunday night live stream fishing shows, 8:30 p.m. Sunday nights. You can always tune in and join us, ask your questions live. We've got a lot of great fishing trips this weekend. As far as a fishing report, I wanted to talk to you guys about the fishing report. Something very interesting behind these storms is the fishing's typically very good, but this one, we have something unique happening. Now that the storm is out of the way, now we have this north wind coming, this low pressure coming. So now we've got a hurricane followed by a cold front situation. The water is really stirred up. So because of that, I don't know how good fishing's going to be tomorrow. I'd imagine nearshore fishing, if the water's still stirred up, nearshore fishing's not going to be that good. The good thing is we're still doing those 6-hour half days. That was in the name of getting out past the red tide. Well, we haven't needed that for the last 2 or 3 weeks because the red tide hasn't been as bad, has been a lot closer. So we were able to get by it in a 5-hour trip, but we're still offering those 6-hour trips to try to get a few more of you guys out to come out and join us. So now that 6-hour trip can help us get by all this dirty, stirred up water near shore from this hurricane and from the approaching cold front. So definitely going to have to go a little bit further, find that clear water, and hopefully have a great time catching a bunch of fish this weekend. Tomorrow, they're only calling 10 knots, 2-foot seas. Saturdays, 2 foot. Sundays, 2 foot or less. Mondays, 2 foot or less. Monday's 2 foot or less. Tuesday is nice in the morning, and then late afternoon Tuesday it might get a little bit bumpy as that approaching cold front comes to the area. So definitely got some weather coming next week, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and through Thursday. That's that cold front that'll hopefully help us get rid of some more of this red tide. Now, I did want to answer some questions here real quick. A lot of people commenting. I appreciate y'all tuning in this morning. Definitely a beautiful view here on the backside of Hurricane Michael. Again, thoughts and prayers with those people up in the Panhandle area. Angelo Nieves said 2 deaths were reported already from Hurricane Michael. That is very sad. Yes, the pictures are super hard to see. It is super upsetting, all the photos that are surfacing up from up there for sure. We got lucky with this one, Melanie Pangbird said, and I couldn't agree more, Melanie. We got very blessed. Yes, Angelo, my pelican is here on schedule. He always hangs out with me in the morning. A lot of people saying thoughts and prayers to those people in the Panhandle. I agree, definitely. Luckily, our area was spared for sure. If you're from up north, you're wondering how John's Pass, Madeira Beach was. There was some very localized flooding in Madeira Beach, Treasure Island area, Sunset Beach area, Tarpon Springs area, but it was fairly mild. It was maybe only 2 to 3 feet above an extreme high tide, so it wasn't it wasn't anything to be super worried about. I think some water got in some people's houses around 140th Avenue and Madeira Beach, but that was about it. It was a very localized flooding event, luckily. Let's see if we got any other questions here. Again, thanks for all your comments and tuning in, guys. Hopefully we'll see you this weekend at the meet and greet. Gene Hammond, yes, Reeling Freedom. Reeling Freedom's going to be there this weekend at the Tampa Bay Fishing Club meet and greet. Really happy that the meet and greet is going to be benefiting the veterans group this weekend. Gene Hammond, as far as the kingfish go, hopefully as the red tide clears out and gets out of the way, the kingfish will come into the area. Water's been a little too hot for the kingfish, but as the water cools with these cold fronts that are coming into the area, hopefully the kingfish will come near shore behind this cold front, and hopefully the cold front will help clear out the red tide and keep that kingfish run happening. We would hate to miss the kingfish run because of warm water temperatures and the red tide, for sure. That would be very upsetting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the morning video. We'll see you this weekend, Saturday, for the Tampa Bay Fishing Club meet and greet. We'll see you Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. for our live fishing report and live stream fishing show. We'll see you every morning for these live video updates. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Hopefully you fared the storm safe and avoided that localized flooded in the central West Florida area. If you're in the Panhandle, God bless you guys. Definitely very sad to see what happened, and hopefully everybody recovers quickly. Hopefully insurance doesn't jerk people around on this whole thing. Definitely frustrating having to deal with all that stuff. I couldn't imagine. So have a great day, guys. And what day is it? I've been up for like 2 days straight. Today's Thursday. Have a happy Thursday. We'll see you guys soon.